Good afternoon and welcome to the Guy Dawson Show. As always on WCOBM.com, the World Center of Broadcast Media. If you would like to work with Guy Dawson and Classy Communications, please contact him at 702-845-6129, and the website is classycommunications.net for all of your PR needs. Today, I'm very excited to introduce a wonderful friend and co-volunteer. And also, I'd even like to say a team lead, because you really are kind of a leader in this organization. You really are. My friend, Jemry Sakasas. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're excited to have you on the show. We're here to talk about a special organization called Special Spaces. Jemry, how did you get involved?
Well, thank you, first of all, for having me here. I'm very excited. I actually got involved with Special Spaces because of a wonderful person that we both know, Hiro Kajiyama. He is a colleague of mine, and I just saw how passionate he was when he was talking about Special Spaces and the room renovations that he's done for these children, and it just got me thinking, what am I doing on my weekends? And why not just give one day out of 1 month on a Saturday and help these children out and hang out with Hero and some awesome people like Carintha. So my very first room was the Star Wars room, and that was about a little over a year ago. And it was just very touching, and it just really spurred me on to keep going, and here we are, like 4 or 5 rooms later.
Definitely. Do you want to talk about your special Lego bracelet?
Oh, yes. This is actually from the very first room. For James, he loves Legos. He had 2 floors of just Legos, everything. He has a carousel that moves. He had the planes that fly. So he loves Legos, and it was actually a fundraiser for him called Bricks of Strength, so that it could help him out with, because you know how hospital fees can get just astronomical.
Absolutely.
So it was just a way to share his message out there, to share what he's still doing, he's still fighting, and just to help his parents out as well. Absolutely.
What Jemry and I do is, Special Spaces is a wonderful organization. We basically help children with terminal illnesses. They might have different forms of cancer. And basically how we help them is that we renovate their bedrooms and turn it into their dream space.
Yes.
And that's something that's really important for them, because for them, sometimes because of the treatments they have to do, they have to stay home a lot, and they have to stay in their bedrooms a lot.
Or stay in the hospital. So of course when they go home, you want them to have a special place to heal, like our friend Tammy would say, because that really encourages them, that it shows them that our community, the Las Vegas community, is there for them. We gather volunteers from all over. We team up with other nonprofit organizations as well. And we just make sure that they know we're rooting for them. They have this amazing room that they can now recuperate in, and they also share that a lot of times with their siblings, which is amazing. So it helps them bond. It helps the whole family bond together.
It really does. I actually, it was really nice, because this last room that we did for young Kennedy was a beautiful space. It was an ocean room. It literally looks like every day she wakes up and she's at the ocean. It's just absolutely beautiful, relaxing, very calm, peaceful kind of environment. I was in communication with her mom, and she was telling me that not only do they hang out in there as a family together, just to kind of, because it's such a calm and beautiful space to hang out in, but she also stays in her bed all night long. She has not come out, maybe a few times, to come and bug her mom in her bedroom at night.
So background story, she would always sleep with her mom.
Yes.
She would not sleep in her room.
Yes.
And she would make excuses as, I don't feel safe, or she's like, there's monsters under the bed, but because of the room that we just did about 3 weeks ago, it's it's there's a poster on the one of the walls with just like waves in the ocean, and there's turtles everywhere, and there's actually a little hammock inside as well.
Yes.
So it's kind of amazing that their little family can just fit in there and hang out.
Oh, yeah. She even told me she keeps it clean now.
Oh, wow. Did the TV come back?
Oh, I'm sure.
But it was awesome.
Definitely, definitely. So, and kind of, I want to make sure that our viewers know how to get a hold of someone if they would like to work with this organization. Jemry, would you like to share your email address with the folks out there who are interested?
Of course. You can reach me at jsacasas, that's SACASAS, at gmail.com.
And you can also reach me. My name is Corintha Tervalon, and of course, I work with the organization also. And if you want to either donate or support or any way that you'd like to help out, please feel free to give me a call at 702-321-6753, or feel free to email me, ktervalon@gmail.com. And we also have information for our director, Hero, as well. For me, that's really how I got involved. Hero was the one, he's like our glue. He just pulls everybody into this project, and then we all end up becoming friends. And
Exactly.
he's just an amazing person. I remember I was working graveyard as a cocktail server, and he would always catch me in the EDR right before, I would be done with my lunch break at like 6 o'clock in the morning, because that's when you have lunch when you're on graveyard.
yeah.
It's just awful. So he would be coming into work, and he'd come and catch me in the employee dining room, and we would be talking about what he was doing, what he was doing throughout the week or over the weekend, and he kept talking to me about this Special Spaces organization and the work that he was doing in the families he was meeting at the hospitals, and and he would show me things that he was working on he would show me photos on his phone of
You're amazing.
Yes.
So background,
Yes.
Hero is a carpenter, so he can make anything.
Yes.
He has made the Star Wars kind of panel control for when the is that a pilot?
Yes. Yeah.
Where a pilot is sitting. He's made for the Flamingo Room.
Yes.
The amazing kind of has the old Hollywood style lights on the bureau. This man can make anything, and he makes it amazingly.
He really does. He's absolutely gifted, talented. Fun side fact, he has built at least, I want to say, 22 or 23 baby changing wooden, really beautiful kind of stations, or like basically they're wooden areas where where you would literally, it's a baby changing area, and he's made those. He's made like 22 or 23.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. He's already told me, he's like, you let me know when you're pregnant. You already know you're getting one.
Yeah.
I mean.
And he does it all in his spare time.
Yes.
With his own expenses, really. It's from the goodness of his heart is why he does what he does. So these are two of his charities. I know he does a lot more.
Yes. Yes.
But it's kind of amazing the work that he does, and he still has a full-time job that he goes to.
He works as a full-time carpenter at Mandalay Bay. It's crazy. And he just, the creativity that comes out of him, his generosity of spirit, his kindness of character. We could go on all day. We could talk this whole segment about how amazing Hero is, because he really is, genuinely just an amazing person.
And what I love is he's able to talk to these families and pinpoint exactly what they would like for the room and make that come alive. So, which is kind of amazing, because of course every child is different, and it has been every time we do the reveal, which is the greatest part. So after a long day of volunteering, either painting birdhouses or making flower crowns or putting parts of the stencils for the room, the best day after those 8 hours is waiting for the family to come in for the big reveal, and you just see the children smile, like they just light up, because they know that room is made for them, and it's very touching.
It absolutely is. I remember the first one I went to for Navy, and the Flamingo. It was the Flamingo Room, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And I remember I was I was wondering. I'm over there sobbing, okay, with her grandmother, and I'm looking around at the other volunteers like, why isn't everyone crying like me?
No, it's because I run away. I'm like, I'm just gonna go.
I mean, when you see the just absolute joy and excitement from these little children that are just absolute heroes to me for the hardships that they endure with the treatments that they have to go through. Their entire families feel the effects of them having these terminal illnesses, and it's such a hardship. I mean, you can't even imagine the treatments and the obstacles that these families face. And just being a normal family is hard enough sometimes. Right. And then you've got a little one that has just
to go to hospital,
a horrible disease.
What is it? I believe it was once every 3 days she would go.
Yeah.
And for treatment, and then to be there in the hospital for hours. Sometimes you have to get. You have to stay for the night and to be observed, and so you don't know when you're going home. So sometimes it takes a toll. I believe when I did my first room, James, he was in the hospital more than he was at school the first time he did it. So he was actually one of those children that wanted to go to school because he wanted to be away from the hospital. But his little break, I don't know if you can see, but he's always so happy in this pamphlet. Like, he's just, all the children that we have worked with have been the nicest children ever. They're so grateful for everything. They're so ecstatic.
Yes. And
they usually also share. They actually ask to share the room with their siblings. So do you remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
That was King.
Yes. So that one, he actually chose, he requested to have 2 rooms renovated so that they could sleep. He could sleep with his sister in one room, and they could have a kind of a study room / playroom in the other room, and they could share both spaces. So that was amazing.
It really was. It really was. It was nice to be able to customize that space so that she felt like she had her own little space as someone who, is so important in his life, is someone who helps him to heal. And you can just sense the love between everyone in that family, and the support.
Yeah. And I think that was the biggest family.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we had the house had 30-40 people just for helping out and for the reveal. It was an amazing thing to see, and of course we also do this around the Las Vegas Valley, so we can travel anywhere from the Henderson area to Summerlin, to by the Nellis Air Force Base. So wherever a child needs us, that's where we would go.
Absolutely. And just so that if you are going to donate, you definitely want to specify. If you go directly to the website, www.specialspaces.org, and donate there, and you're in the local Las Vegas community, please make sure to notate that you want it to go to the Las Vegas account, because we have a specific account in which we draw funds from in order to do the very important work that we do. Yeah. And I did also want to note that we have a Facebook page as well, a Special Spaces Las Vegas Facebook page as well, so you can definitely reach us on that also.
Right. And you can also donate with your time. We'd love to have more volunteers. You can donate with items. So whenever we have special themes, most of the time Hero just gets a lot of these items donated to him. So he gets like bamboo donated, so he'll carve that into something.
Yeah.
He gets toys donated. So for the last one that we did for Kennedy, I believe the little turtles that were put on the wall were donated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's kind of amazing. So any way you can help is very much appreciated.
Yes, absolutely. No, it's truly a joy. I feel like, I actually got started with that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Oh no, the Navy room.
The Navy room.
Navy room, the flamingo room.
3 months before.
Yes, and that one, it was so touching to me to see these children's reactions when they see their rooms, and they just, and the one that really kind of got to me too was this last one we did for Kennedy. Afterwards, when she was all done exploring her room, she literally comes out and she hugged every single volunteer. She was so grateful, so incredibly grateful. She just wanted to just let us know how happy she was that we were able to give that gift to her. And it's powerful. There's a lot of power in the healing process for them. It's powerful in terms of affecting their families. I think that sometimes when you're in those kinds of situations, I think it's very easy as a family to kind of put a bubble around yourself and think, okay, who am I going to reach out to that can even relate to my situation or help me with these problems?
Or you internalize it, right? And you just kind of keep it all in. But we just want these families to know that there are people out there. So we're here.
Yes, we are. We're here with Special Spaces.
Yes, and we're always excited for every room that we get to do, and it's always something that we look forward to. I mean, at this point, I believe I have a steady stream of about 5 volunteers that I can call up anytime and say, we have a meeting to go to. We're either doing a room decorating, brainstorming committee day, or we're going to actually do it, or we need to go shopping for whatever Hero needs and find the special doorknobs that he wants. Whatever it is. We're always glad to help. And
absolutely. I think that's the power of this organization too, and
we have fun doing it.
Yes,
that's the thing.
We have a lot of fun at these room renovations in terms of because we'll be working on projects not just for the room, but sometimes to help out with fundraisers for Special Spaces here in Las Vegas. So what one of the room renovations, we were painting up all kinds of birdhouses.
Yes. And they were just crazy birdhouses. They were castles. They weren't the traditional birdhouses.
No.
Hero can make anything. And we brought in another charity for that. And we also had volunteers as young as, I believe, 5.
Yeah.
Right? 5,
Yeah.
and then we just let them go crazy with the birdhouses and the glitter.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I believe that was the best glittered yard we ever did.
I do feel kind of bad because when we left, there was a lot of glitter in their grass in their front yard.
But I say it's the fairy dust coming to bless your house.
Yes. We blessed your house with our fairy dust.
We should do that for every house. That could be our trademark.
Just leaving glitter all over the front yard. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. But so that one was amazing, and we just try to either help with the decoration part, or we do something to help with the fundraising part, because every room does have a cost. So
yes,
but we have had amazing donations by so many different people and other charities and other companies, and we have been grateful that we have been able to do this constantly now for I believe since beginning of January of 2016.
Wow, yes.
Yeah, so we've had constant stream of just donations and everyone just putting in the time and the effort to get into this, because of course 8 hours a day, whatever you can give, right?
Yes. You don't have to be there for the full 8 hours.
It's fun. It's really fun. I stay most of the time for 8 hours.
I try to if I can, for sure.
Yeah, but no, it's an amazing cause.
It really is. It really is. I also feel that too. It's one of those things where I could be having a terrible day. Yes. And I remember there would be days I would be getting off of work on graveyard. And you remember I would show up to these room renovations and I'd be exhausted. Yes, coffee in hand, just ready to pass out on the nearest couch. And there's something about being in that space, being in that environment of where we're helping each other.
It's the environment,
the energy,
right?
It's really good energy. So by the time I went through at least 2 cups of coffee and a 5-hour energy. I was ready to go for the rest of the day. What do you need me to do? I'm here. You know, it's just that's just how it ended up working out. But it's one of those things too where this cause is so important to support. We think about Las Vegas and we don't think about the positive things that are happening in our community. This is an area where you can contribute with your time or with your money, and you know that it's going to a really wonderful cause, and we can speak volumes about that personally with the work that we personally have done.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and we're going to talk more about that soon after we come back from the break. But Jemry, if you want to just tell the folks really quickly your email address.
Sure. It's so my full name is Jeremy Sakasas, and my email is jsacasas@gmail.com. So it's jsakasas@gmail.com.
Excellent. Thank you, Jemry. And when we come back, viewers, we're going to talk more about special spaces.